Let's get right into it. We have Dr. Gundry. We have Dr. Gundry that we're going to be reacting to on this video that he posted from the Dr. Gundry podcast 11 months ago. So Dr. Gundry has been coming over my radar for quite a while now, and I want to see exactly what he's talking about. He's been recommending a lot of good stuff, though, from what I hear and what I have read before. I remember doing a reaction video on some of his pills that he created, and I guess they're supposed to fix your gut. And that is a good deal, to fix your gut. If your gut is broken, you need to fix it in order for your gut to work properly, digest your food properly, not only digest, but also absorb vitamins, minerals, probiotics, enzymes, all that good stuff. So that's kind of his thing. I have this video here. It says the healthy foods you absolutely should not eat. All right, they're healthy foods. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I eat healthy foods? Huh, doctor? Here's the thing with me and doctors. I don't trust all doctors. I don't trust. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean I'm going to trust you. I don't trust nobody, okay? Nobody. We're going to get into this. We're going to dissect his information. If you're new here to my channel, my name is Manny. I'm a certified personal trainer, creator, owner, and lead instructor of Manny's Fitness program. We specialize on indoor boot camp, personal training in Lompoc, California. And we also do online live boot camp. If you're interested in joining, my website is in the description box. And I'm also a certified personal trainer. And like I said, and also my background is military in the Marine Corps. So I know a little bit about training, working out, discipline, fitness, nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist by no means, but in my understanding, nutrition is not rocket science. It's not. A lot of lean meats, good fats, good oils, a lot of vegetables, some fruit, nuts, seeds, water intake in moderation, and you're good to go. You hit every single ingredient or nutrition that you need in the body to repair, recover, build, and heal. Not only all that, but also for performance. So we're going to get into this. We're going to dissect this video. Let's see exactly what he's talking about. A lot of times, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times what these doctors do to make an extra buck is to create some kind of pill, some magic pill that's going to help you lose weight or stay healthy, or bandage a insecurity, or bandage up a disease, bandage up some kind of discrepancy. All right, so you got to be careful with that. Let's go into it. If you ever have a comment, question, or concern, make sure you leave it down below. I love reading your comments, answering your questions, all that good stuff. Let's get started.
You absolutely don't need protein at every meal. That there are...
You absolutely don't need protein in every meal. Does a meal count as a snack? Because if it's a snack, yeah, you can get a little bit of good sugar, good fructose or something like that as a snack, a carbohydrate. If you're doing the ketogenic diet, of course, you're going to be not consuming too many sugars or carbohydrates and stuff like that. But still, you get berries and stuff like that, right? Raspberries and berries and strawberries. Anything that's a berry type, then it's good to go in the ketogenic diet. But he says you don't have to have protein in every single meal. Yeah, I agree with that. To a certain extent. Let's go.
Plenty of protein in plant sources.
There is, like kale. Kale carries a lot of good protein, but it's very hard. Even if you speak to a vegan, a vegetarian, vegan, somebody that just consumes just vegetables, they're going to tell you that it's still hard to consume the right amount of protein, especially if you're working out, if you're building muscle. healing muscle and stuff like that, if you work out consistently, you're going to need that branched chain amino acid. And you can get them from vegetables, but you're going to have to eat a ton of vegetables in order to hit the mark of your daily protein intake, which is usually 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to a special episode of the Dr. Gundry podcast. If there's one thing I hear from a lot of my patients, it's this: how can I get my family to follow your diet? Believe me, I've struggled with this myself. A few years ago, my daughter Elizabeth and her husband were both struggling with extra weight. But Elizabeth sees me as dad, not Dr. Gundry. About 1.5 years ago, though, something changed. Elizabeth and her hubby both adopted my plant paradox protocol, and today I'm proud to say they both lost 60 pounds each, are in great shape. Because I've seen firsthand what a difference this program can make for your entire family. The Plant Paradox Family Cookbook will equip you with the tools.
It's a cookbook. Plant Paradox something cookbook. So, yeah, a lot of vegetables, lean meats, good fats, good oils, good carbs, some fruits, nuts, seeds. That's it, in a balanced way. Okay. And one thing I want to mention here before we continue is that how healthy and how strong is Dr. Gundry. All right. So let's go to the website. I'm going to be going into Wiki. So you let me know in the comment section down below if anything is in error on this site, because this site, I have heard that people can just change the information. So we're going to be careful with that. All right. So he is around 70 something years old, huh? He is around 72. Okay. So he is 72 years old. All right. He is a doctor, American physician, and low carbohydrate diet author. Low carbohydrate diet. Okay. Which is fine. You just got to watch your carbohydrates. If you're a marathon runner, I don't recommend it. He is a former cardiac surgeon and cardiac surgery researcher who currently runs his own experimental clinic experimenting how he can make some extra money clinic in investigating the impact of diet on health. You don't have to investigate anything. It does a tremendous impact since day one, since back in the day, back in hunting gathering days, back when we were created. Let's go all the way back to Adam and Eve. You know, you don't have to get that extreme. Come on. Okay. All right. So there's no investigation. Diet does make a huge, and one thing I mentioned to one of my members recently is that the word diet has become like a bad word. People hear diet and they right away think restriction, some kind of regimen that you can't keep up with, against a lifestyle and stuff like that. So, but diet is just your overall diet, like your overall nutrition intake. What's your diet? Oh, I eat steak, eggs, and a bowl of fruit. That's my diet. Oh, I drink 2 glasses of milk, 2 handfuls of nuts and seeds, and a bowl of salad. That's my diet. That's diet. That's your diet. Whatever you're practicing is your diet. So now, what's a healthy diet? Just a well-balanced diet that contains your macronutrients and micronutrients. That's it. Macronutrients, which are your fats, your fats, your carbohydrates, your proteins. And then you have your micronutrients, which you have your vitamins, minerals, enzymes, BCAAs, your probiotics and stuff like that. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, so that's what he does. He's a author. He writes a lot of books. He's 72. So what I want to know is how strong, like what's his workout regimen? Because yeah, that's fine and dandy that you lose weight, but you have to build muscle. You have to build lean muscle tissue. You got to build muscle endurance. You got to build a strong respiratory system, a good level of cardiovascular system. You got to build a good core. You got to build the body strong, basically. So, and yeah, it's cool that you lose weight, but you're going to gain it right back, or you're not going to reap the benefits that comes along with resistance training, with cardiovascular training, because you can lose weight, but again, you're still not going to feel, you don't have that strength because you didn't build. You need to build the body. You need to lose the weight, the necessary weight, but also on top of that, build that strength. Both of them combined. Weight loss and muscle building, or strength building, put it that way. All right. Okay, so he's 72, nutritionist. By mid-2000s, Gundry was providing dietary consultation through the Center of Restorative Medicine. See, so nutritionist, cool. So he knows about nutrition. I'm pretty sure he does. But do you need a pill? Or can you just stick to ordinary, organic, plant-based, whole vegetables, or lean meats, good meats, grass-fed meats, good cage-free chicken, eggs? Can you just stick to that? Do we need a pill? But he says he has a cookbook. Okay, it's a cookbook. Cool. Just know your macronutrients. Know how many calories you're supposed to be consuming per day. Of course, if you eat a lot of calories, you're going to gain a lot of weight. That's it. And if your calories does not contain your macronutrients and micronutrients, then you're only going to not build correctly, and you're not going to be able to perform correctly because you don't have the proper nutrition. Lectins. 𝐷 Campbell, a biochemist and advocate for plant-based diets, states that the plant paradox contains numerous unsupported claims and denies that it makes a convincing argument that lectins as a class are hazardous. Okay. Supplements. Gundry sells supplements that he claims protect against damaging effects of lectins. Okay. So wherever you're getting, what is this? Let's check it out. What is lectins? Okay, let me bring it up for you guys. Boom, 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 boom. 1 second, and boom. Lectin are carbohydrate binding proteins that are highly specific for sugar groups that are part of other molecules, so-called agglutination of particular cells or precipitation of glycoconjugates. I cannot pronounce some of these words. I don't know why they do this. They're trying to make me bite my tongue, but I'm not. Lectins have a role in recognition at the cellular and molecular level and play numerous roles in biological recognition phenomena involving cells, carbohydrates, and proteins. Lectins also mediate attachment and binding of bacteria, viruses, and fungi to their intended targets, which is a good thing. Okay. Yeah, so it's biological. So it's organic. I know. Lectins are known to play important roles in the innate immune system. Lectins such as plants. The function of lectins in plants is still uncertain. Once thought to be necessary for rhizobia biting, this proposed function was ruled out through lectin knockout transgene studies. All right, so there you go. So it's organic. It's on our organic part of combining, okay, combinations. All right, so let's go back. Are we good? Are we good? All right, we're back here. All right, so we know a little bit. We know enough of what his intentions are. COVID. Okay, and that's kind of it. That's kind of it for now. So let's go back to the video. Boom. All right.
Tools you need to get your whole family eating healthy together. Which is why in today's episode of the show, I share 3 easy steps for getting your whole family to start eating healthier today.
How?
Plus, I'm going to debunk 5 of the biggest myths about childhood diets. Tune in. You won't want to miss this one. A lot of people ask me, Dr. Gundry, how do I get my whole family to follow your diet? I get it. Changing your diet is never easy. That's why I want to share 3 quick tips for getting your whole family on board with the Plant Paradox Diet Plan.
Plant Paradox Diet Plan. Okay. Plant Paradox Diet Plan. I'm going to have to dissect that one next.
Number 1, choose one food or one meal at a time. Throwing everything out, particularly with a family who's used to eating things, is not going to work. So choose your areas where you think it's best. How about this? We're going to get bread out of the house, or we're going to make our own bread, and I'll discuss that in a minute. Or we're no longer going to have peas for dinner anymore, or we're going to stop eating corn on the cob, and you're going to hear, but that's all we're going to change, guys, okay? We're not going to throw out the fried chicken. We're not going to throw out the pizza until next week. So this is a great way to get people to realize that their lives aren't going to be miserable. Now, option number 2, offer choices.
All right, so option number 1, just eat healthy. That's it. He just shows you how to eat healthy. That's it. Do you need the book? I'm trying to see if you actually need the Plant Paradox something diet. Do you need that? Is what I'm trying to get to. Okay.
I was growing up, quite frankly, peas were the health food that my parents wanted us to eat, and they were canned and they were horrible. And my sister and I developed great strategies for hiding the peas under anything that we can find. Now, looking back, I'm sure my parents knew that this was going on, but it was their way of letting us not eat the things we didn't want to eat. So let your kids say, give them choices of what we're going to give up this week. Make it even a fun game of what we're going to give up. Get them involved. Now that brings me to number 3. Get your kids in the kitchen. I was lucky to have grown up with a mother who...
This is good information. So just getting everybody on the same page, supporting each other, getting on the same plan of attack. That's awesome. But the only thing is that they got to be willing. You can't force anybody. If you start to force anybody, it's not going to work. They have to be willing first, and then you motivate them to do it. Which is awesome. Everybody should be cleaning up their diet. There's always a time and place to go in and treat yourself with some pizza or with a burger, this and that. Time and place. Keep track, because you shouldn't be doing it often. Sometimes you don't keep track, and you've been eating out every 2 or 3 times a week, and that's going to accumulate into more carbohydrates, more unnecessary processed foods, more unnecessary sugar and salt and stuff like that. So it's all a balance. It's all a balance. When it comes down to the peas, is he talking bad about peas? Is he talking bad about my precious peas? Okay. Okay. Well, let's check it out. Let's go into the peas. Why should you keep peas away? Why should you peas? Why should you keep them away? All right. Well, let's see what peas are, right? Let's see what they are. So, let's bring them up. All right, peas. What are the health benefits of peas? Okay, key reading, types of nutrition. Green peas, garden peas, according to the USDA data, 1 cup of cooked green peas contains 134 calories, protein. Look at that protein. That's awesome. In 1 cup of peas, you can get 8 grams of protein. Look at that. Good carbohydrates, good fiber. Oh, man, come on. Come on. That's awesome. That is awesome. You get fiber. You get carbohydrates. Good carbohydrates. You get protein. And 134 calories. Pretty cool. So let's continue. Sugars, only 9 grams. Good fat, 0.4. Green peas are low in saturated fat. See, low in cholesterol and low in salt. They are a good source of protein, vitamins, and minerals, including vitamin A, vitamin B6, folate, and magnesium. Snow peas. These are actually sugar pot peas are my favorite. They're my favorite. Man, we're gonna get deep on this thing. Look at that. A little bit less protein, but it's still all good. Yep. Look at less calories though for these snow peas. Wow, awesome. Look at that. Black-eyed peas. I used to listen to the band Black-Eyed Peas, and I wouldn't mind some black-eyed peas as well. Look at that. 15 grams of protein. I think the main reason why Dr. Gundry will want to remove peas out of the household is because canned peas or anything that is a processed food is going to trigger some disturbance in your guts because it's processed. It might contain more salt than necessary when it's canned in order to preserve it. So it depends what you get them. Get them organic and they're going to give you a good amount of protein. All right, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you want me to do a part 2 on this reaction video, let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button. That's the way that you're going to support me on my page here or on my channel. So hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoy the videos. And I hope I see you on part 2 on this one. We'll continue from here. You take care. Be safe. Mind, body, and strive. Bye-bye.